Namaskaram girls. We have completed almost more than 30% of the portion. Altogether 12 lessons are there. We have completed 4 lessons. After completing each lesson, I am giving the question answers to you. Take down all the question answers in your notebook, in a separate notebook. Whenever I am asking to write the test, write and send it to the group. Only then you can understand. Because if you were in classes, we will make you study easily. But now you are all at home. You have to take care of your studies. So, whenever the teacher, not only me, whoever giving the homework to you, it's there for your sake only, not for us. So, keep it in mind. Start revising the lessons. Let me enter into a new chapter. What comes in your mind if I say the word market? What comes in your mind? Immediately, the word market denotes the place where vegetables are sold, isn't it? The people, those are near our school, we used to think of the place, the corner near Anjaneya Kovil. Some people, they are keeping vegetables and they are selling vegetables. Not only vegetables, fruits and flowers are also selling there, isn't it? So that is a small market. If I say somewhat it should be big, what would you think of? We think about the market near MGR bus stand, that is Matithavani, isn't it? A big market, flower market, fruits market, vegetable market, all together. The people, those who are near that Arapalayam crossroad area, they will immediately think about the market, fish market, which is near to them, isn't it? So the market is a word denotes the meeting of buyers and sellers, buying or selling goods and services. These things already have studied in commerce, isn't it? She has taught already. So the word market denotes a place where buyers and sellers meet together to buy or sell their goods and services. Now let us see the 5th chapter, market and pricing. Market structure and how the prices are given in market. So market structure and pricing. Already I told you what is market. Market is a place where buyers and sellers meet together to buy or sell their goods and services. So where does the word market derived from? The word market derived from the Latin word which means marketes, which means trade. So the word market derived from the Latin word mercatus, which means trade. all the commodity or goods, they have two sides while we are doing the exchange, isn't it? Buying, selling, demand and supply. So all the commodity and goods and services, they have two sides. While exchanging happens, it has two sides. If you talk about the supply side, it gives the details about the sellers, the amount of quantity, and then where it was produced and how it has brought to the market. So while we talk about the supply, we study these things. Production analysis we studied. If you talk about the demand side, we talk about the buyers, isn't it? How many buyers are there? How they are bargaining. Everything we will study. So while the commodity, the goods or services, while they exchanged, it has two sides. One is supply, the another one is demand. So market, I already told you, it's a physical place, isn't it? So it's a place where buyers and sellers, they meet together to buy and sell their goods and services. So the exchange system is called market system. We are not only exchanging directly. Nowadays, even our services are exchanged through online classes, isn't it? We are not meeting together. This is also a place. School is also a place where we are exchanging. We are giving your knowledge to you. We are doing a service to you. You are the receivers, consumers. So, the market or the exchange activities is not only happen directly, but also in the indirect method. What are all? Online shopping, online teaching, everything, online learning, isn't it? So, through communications, not only online, telephone communications, letter correspondence, isn't it? So, through the various method, the exchange activity is going on. So, what are the characters to be a market? How do you say it's a market? What are the features of a market? So, if it is a market, there should be a buyer and a seller. Buyers and sellers should be there. There should be two persons. One has to sell his goods, the other has to buy. And the goods or services, the commodity should be bought or sold, isn't it? Person should be there. The commodity or the goods or whatever it may be, it should be. Price should be agreeable. A buyer is ready to give that price. A seller should ready to accept that price. If the price is not accepted by the buyer, there should be a bargain, isn't it? The word bargain comes only if those two persons are not agree with the price. So the price should be agreeable. And the last one is direct or indirect changes will be there. We are seeing commission agents, isn't it? They are not taking the goods directly. Just they are mediating two persons and they are earning. So that is also a market. Goods exchanged. So, till now we study what is market, where does the word market derived from, what is the meaning for that word, and the features of markets. Now we are going to see the classification of market. Classification of market. Under this, we have 4 classification. First one is area, time, quantity, competition. Under this 4 heading, market is classified. What are the four classification? Area, time, quantity and competition. Under this area, we have 4 types. What are they? Local markets. What I said. In our school near Anjaneyar Koil and Matitavani, those are all local market. Regional market. If you see the textile industries in Tamil Nadu, the bed sheets, Erode and Karur are famous for bed sheets. Those are regional markets. A particular product will be produced in a particular place. That is regional. Madurai is famous for jasmine, isn't it? So, the regional market of jasmine is Madurai, in and around Madurai, Theni and other areas. The same way, we can say some peculiar things, unique things. That particular things will be famous for that particular region only. As I said, the bed sheets are famous at Bhavani and Erode, Karur and the other areas. Banians, West, isn't it? Those are all famous for Tirupur. So that is the region, regional market. National market. If you take a sari, being women, we should all aware of this, isn't it? If you take textile industry, saris and other churidar materials, immediately the word Surat comes into our mind, isn't it? So Mumbai, Surat are famous for saris and other things. So that is national market. So from Surat, Ahmedabad, Surat and Mumbai, they are transporting all over the India. So that is the national market and international market. We are buying from the outside of the country. For example, petroleum, oil products. We are buying from UAE countries, isn't it? United Arab Emirates. So we are getting petrol from other areas. That is international market. Do you understand what is local, regional, national and international? So based on the area, the market is divided into 4 types. One is local market, regional, national and international. For each and everything I have given you the examples. So take the examples into mind, and if it is not there in your book, just note down in the book and based on the time. Here also we have 4 types. Very short, long time, very long time. Very short period of time market. Perishable goods. The goods that should be sold immediately the particular day. Flowers, isn't it? It should not be kept for a long time. Even for 2 or 3 days. So those type of markets are called very short time markets. The best examples are fruits and flowers. Short time market, Sometimes it could be prolonged for sometimes. For example, pulses and other things. Long time, paddy, wheat, and very long time, furnitures and other things, durable goods. So, based on time also, we have 4 types of market which was classified by the Alfred Marshall. Here the word time refers to the nature of the factors such as fixed factors and the variable factors that already we have studied, isn't it? So based on the fixed factors and the variable factors, he has divided the market into 4 types, that is very short time or market time, short period, long period of market and very long period. So this was given by Alfred Marshall based on the factors, variable factors and the fixed factors. Already we have studied in the previous classes, isn't it? So based on this, he has divided the markets into 4 types. And quantity, wholesale and retail. Wholesale market and retail market. The quantity, அளவு நிறைய சேல் பண்றதுக்குன்னு ஒரு மார்க்கெட்ஸ் இருக்கு, total areas. And then on the basis of competition, perfect competition, imperfect competition, that only you are going to study in this market structure. Perfect competition and imperfect competition. In imperfect competition also we have so many types. They have given monopolistic and oligopoly. There are 8 types of markets in imperfect competition. Under imperfect competition there are 8 types of market. They have given you only 3 types: monopoly, monopolistic and oligopoly. They have given duopoly. So many different types of markets are there under the imperfect competition. That I will teach you while we are teaching in detail. So today we have learned only what is market and the classification of market. So the wholesale market means bulk selling, isn't it? Selling or buying the goods at a large amount is called wholesale market. Retail market is in a very small quantity. So under perfect competition also I told monopoly, monopolistic, duopoly, oligopoly. So 4 types of imperfect competitions are also, 4 types of imperfect competition also there. And then under the time they have given, as I said, Alfred Marshall has given the time period based on the variable and fixed concept, isn't it? Cost. What do you mean by fixed cost? Fixed cost, very short period, isn't it? Short and very short period. We cannot change the input of the factors. Some factors, for example, in a very short period, as I said, flowers, vegetables and fruits. During the occasions, functions, Diwali, Pongal and festivals time, the supply of the product will be limited, isn't it? We cannot extend in a period of time. So the supply is inelastic. What do you mean by inelastic? We cannot change based on the price, isn't it? Function type la parada Deepavali Pongalo edo whatever it may be, edavadhu oru function occasion time na anniki அந்த தோட்டத்துல எவ்வளவு பூ பூத்துருக்கோ அவ்வளவுதான் சேலுக்கு கொண்டு வர முடியும். ஐயோ இன்னைக்கு நிறைய பேர் வாங்குவாங்க, அதனால இன்னைக்கு நிறைய பூ கொண்டு போக முடியாது. Because the production is limited. We cannot extend the production. The supply cannot be extended within a day. It is not possible. ஒரே நாளில் எனக்கு நிறைய பூ வேணும், நிறைய பூ உற்பத்தி பண்ண முடியுமா? பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ எவ்வளவு இருக்கோ, சப்ளைங்கிறது லிமிட்டட் அந்த இடத்துல. அப்போ சப்ளை லிமிட்டடாக இருக்கும்போது டிமாண்ட் ஜாஸ்தியாக இருந்தால் ப்ரைஸ் கூட இருக்கும். நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி படிச்சிருக்கோம் இல்லையா? ஸோ த சப்ளை இஸ் இன்எலாஸ்டிக். வி கேனாட் சேஞ்ச் த சப்ளை இமீடியட்லி இன் அ டே. ஒரே நாளில் இப்போ எனக்கு வந்து இன்னைக்கு நான் வந்து பூக்காரங்க வாசலில் கொண்டு வராங்க, எனக்கு ஒரே நாளில் 5000 பூ வேணும், 10,000 பூ வேணும்னு அவங்ககிட்ட இருந்தால் தான் கொடுப்பாங்க இல்லையா? ஸோ சப்ளை இஸ் லிமிட்டட், இன்எலாஸ்டிக் இன் வெரி ஷார்ட் அண்ட் த ஷார்ட் பீரியட். லாங் பீரியட், வெரி லாங் பீரியடில் it can be changed. Changes வரலாம் இல்லையா? We can change variable factors. So Alfred Marshall based the market based on the time only with the help of the fixed cost and the variable cost. If you read the lesson, you can understand easily. Do you understand, girls? And then we have to study what is firm and what is industry. What is firm? What is industry? Firm is a single production unit. Firm is a single production unit. On the other hand, industry refers a group of firms. Firm is a single production unit. On the other hand, industry refers to a group of firms. Here, large number of quantity, large or small, quantity of production will be produced and sold. The producing a large or a small quantum of commodity or service and selling it at a price in the market. Here they are selling a same product. Main object profit. They too have the objective of profit. So other things will be theories, isn't it? For example, if you take, if they are producing what can I say? For example, sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation and limited, those are all example for firm. They act individually. Here, if you take textile industry, steel industries, isn't it? So they are all groups. Here in the sole proprietorship and the partnership and corporation, they can sell the different products. It should not be same. Though sometimes they are selling the same product, they will sold it individually. But here, if you take an industry, textile industry, The industry sold only the textile item. The steel industry only prepare only the steel items. So it refers to the group of firms. They are selling the same product. So these are all the difference from the firms and industry. So in the next class, I will teach you the equilibrium condition of a firm. Okay, you should know what is firm and what is industries. Only then we can learn. And in today's lesson, we learn what is market, where does the word market derive from, and what is the meaning for that, and what are all the classification of market, that is based on area, based on time, based on quality, and based on the competition. So based on area, we learn 4: local, regional, national, and international. Time also we learn 4 given by Alfred Marshall, that is very short, long, and very long. Based on quantity, we learn only 2 types, wholesale and retail. Competition also, under competition we have 2 type classifications. One is perfect, the another one is imperfect. Under imperfect we have 4 types, that is monopoly, monopolistic, duopoly, and oligopoly. That let me teach you later. Then we learn what is firm and what is industries. With this, let me wind up today's class. The next class I will teach you what is equilibrium. I will send you the book pages. Read the book pages, only then you can understand. Thank you, girls.